welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, thanks so much for joining. My name is Misty and I am bringing you another episode of our Carver Legacy series. If you're not part of the Raven family but want to be part of the Raven family, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you are notified when new things go live on the channel.
Hey.
So the family is just going to get a little bit of things done around the house, and then we will go ahead and get them into bed here. Xavier is feeling really tense from being a loner sim, and he's having some lingering tension. Xavier is still tense. It will take a moment before they can start to genuinely relax. Let's go ahead and get him to dry this laundry, and then he can go on in here and use the washroom, and then I'm going to have him grab himself a bite to eat and head off to bed. And it is about 3 o'clock in the morning. Teagan has woken up in an extremely tense mood. She is missing out on her dreams. She has a fear of unfulfilled dreams. It can get frustrating when a simple task keeps getting disregarded. And she also is scared of the thunderstorm. Thunder, lightning, and rain, oh my. Thankfully, it's safe indoors. And it looks like she's going through a phase that she's feeling rebellious and will seek to challenge parental authority. So I feel really sorry for Emmett right about now, because it looks like Teagan is going to give him a run for his money, which is not necessarily a good thing at all. And let's just go ahead and check on our little girl here and make sure that Cassidy's okay. We're going to go ahead and get Evie to come in here and give her a little cuddle and a feed and a bounce, and we'll get her to change her diaper. And poor Emmett is feeling pretty hungry this morning, so we'll get him to get up and get himself something to eat as well. And Xavier is needing a shower this morning, so we'll just get him to get up and have himself a speedy shower. He also is quite scared of the thunderstorms, but again, guys, you guys are very safe indoors, so it shouldn't be an issue. Let's go ahead and get you to clean up after yourself here, love. So I am just going to get Teagan cleaning up a little bit around the house here. I know she is feeling really tense, but I do think that, you know, Emmett would want them helping out around the house. I'm sure he would be giving them chores to do. He's not just going to let them do nothing at all. I think that Rain and Clay had given them chores that they had to do when they were growing up, and I think Emmett would want to make them do that as well. Just thinking like, look, you know, I have to teach you responsibility, and if mom and dad were still around, they would be giving you chores and you would have to do that, and I'm not your parent, but it is my job now to raise you and to teach you responsibility, and so you have to do this. Xavier is saying, school is stupid. I should just be able to start working or living life. Can I never go to school again? But Evie's going to tell him, look, school teaches you important things. You have to go to school. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Emmett has advised Xavier affecting his character values, and his responsibility has increased. And Xavier is a cheerful sim. Cheerful sims tend to be happy more often. Okay, well, I'm glad you're happy. Happy sim, that's a great thing. We love that you're happy. Can you change her dirty diaper, please? Cassidy is really upset. There we go. That's better. Look how mad Teagan is this morning. She is a pissed off Teagan. She is wanting to do something romantic, and she's wanting to play an instrument. Well, I mean, you can practice playing this guitar. And Emmett has reached parenting level 2, which we love. We know that, you know, between parenting Xavier and Teagan, he has a child of his own, so I'm sure he's going to get to parenting pretty quickly. And it looks like Evie has a sentiment with Xavier as well. And it looks like she has a first impression of him that he is fun to be around. And Xavier thinks that Evie is immature. Bruh. That's not necessarily a good thing, but okay. And she wants to chat with Xavier. So we'll go ahead and have her come on down and she can just chat a little bit with Xavier here. And also, I did give Pierce a makeover, so when we see Pierce again, he does look completely different from what he looked like the last time we saw him. And of course, everyone likes to go outside and deal with the garden, but it is thunderstorming so bad, so everyone is kind of trapped inside. Xavier, why don't you go ahead and just read a book and maybe study for your exam? That might help you out a little bit. And he's like, okay, I can do that. I will study for my exams. Honestly, Xavier, you can use all the help you can get anyway, because let's face it, you're not doing so great at school anyway. And you also should probably get in here and study for your exams as well, Teagan. And she likes the guitar. Yes, you can totally like playing the guitar. We love that for you. I am going to go ahead and get you to come over here and get some leftovers. And of course the toilet has broken. I'm just going to replace that. We have plenty of money. So instead of just having them repair that for now, I'm just going to replace that. And then Evie, why don't you come on and grab yourself some leftovers as well. Teagan, honey, I need you to go and study for some exams, but it looks like you now need a bath. So let's go get you into the bathtub. So these two are just grabbing themselves a bite to eat. Teagan is, like I said, going ahead and... Why did you not eat that? Go eat your pizza. Go eat your pizza. Go on. So they're just grabbing themselves a bite to eat. If I can get Emmett to cooperate.
Nope.
And why are you running around with your pizza? Just eat your pizza. Okay. Eat your pizza with your wife as she eats her meatloaf. They're going to have their meal together here and have a little bit of conversation. She's like, what do you think of Cassidy? And he's like, I think she's absolutely gorgeous. And she's like, so do I. I think we did an amazing job. And he's like, you're going to be an amazing mother. She's like, well, you're going to be an amazing father. And he's like, oh my goodness. She's like, you know, I realize that we are engaged, but when do you think we're actually going to get married? And he's like, you know, I know that you want to go ahead and get married, and I have every intention on doing that. I wanted it to be something that was kind of perfect, and I still want that for us. You know, the weather right now is not conducive to a wedding event. To be completely honest, he wants to get married at the venue that his parents were married at, which is an outdoor wedding event. And as of right now, especially the weather that's going on in Hemford and Bagley, and the weather that's going to happen, which the wedding venue is in Bricester, or I'm sorry, Brindleton Bay. The weather is, you know, kind of suspect, especially in the fall. He's thinking about waiting until the summertime, and she's like, you want to wait all the way until the summer? And he's like, well, I think the weather would be better during that time. Sometimes I just get so angry that I don't know what to do with myself. How can I deal with things when I can't even? Well, you can talk it through with someone, Emmett says. Emmett has advised Teagan affecting her character values, and conflict resolution has increased. Okay, Teagan, you know, honestly, it's really going to be okay. Everyone has anger spouts, and, you know, just talk it through. It'll be okay. So he has decided that the best time for them to get married at that venue is going to be probably in the summer. For the weather and to cooperate with them, it's going to look like that's going to be the best time. So he is just going to, you know, telling her, like, honestly, I think that's going to work best for us is if we do it in the summer. You know, is that okay with you? Is it going to be, you know, all right for us to go ahead and, you know, be together during that time frame? Or, like, what do you think? And I just don't want us to be in a place where you're upset because we're not married. And she's like, no, I understand completely what you're saying. And I agree that I don't want to be married in, like, crazy weather. And he's like, okay, great. So they've agreed that the summer is probably the best time for them to get married. It isn't ideal because obviously they have a child together and she wants to be married. Obviously she wants to spend her life with him. But as he told her, like, look, we've already started our life together. We have a life together. We are, you know, in a relationship, a committed relationship. We have a child together. We live together. This isn't stopping the fact that we are obviously, you know, in a relationship. We're not, you know, this isn't changing anything for us, baby. Like, this is what it is. We are in a relationship. So she's like, okay, I understand that. And for whatever reason, it has made it to where it's like they don't know each other for some reason. Which is really annoying. I'm having to rebuild their relationship right now. Oh no, she doesn't like him singing to her. Well, that's not very nice.
Trangella Longi, Pene Vima, Wabarani Zimze.
Xavier is going through puberty. Xavier has gotten his first taste of puberty. Things will only continue to change from here. Xavier can try to manage the puberty changes with shaving to avoid out-of-control body hair and skincare routine to help mitigate the inevitable acne. Okay, poor Xavier is really struggling with this. He's also stuffed up from an illness. So he is struggling currently right now, and seriously, Teagan had a low quality bath from being submerged in water. Not every bath leaves a sim feeling squeaky clean. A higher quality tub would improve the experience. Teagan is so scared of the storm that she is just really stressed. And Xavier is really tense. So I am just going to get Xavier to take care of some of his needs. These two, our beautiful couple, is just spending a little bit of time together. They are obviously, you know, working on their relationship here that the game erased for whatever reason, which we love. We love it when this happens.
Jessene Klonkas Rabana.
Floopy.
And he has told her that he loves her, and she was like, I love you too, as a response. So these two are clearly very much in love, even though the game tried to erase their romance for me, because, you know, it's so much fun like that. They can't be erased. This love can't be erased. It's very pure. And so there's that. Let's start with that. But we are just going to go ahead. If I ever have something to tell you about this, I'll tell it to you when I'm ready. Okay. Very good. I have no idea what they were talking about, which made him say that, but... And Xavier is just going to take care of Cassidy here. It looks like he is helping with the baby. Oh, and so is Teagan. Everyone is like, okay, calm down. Please don't cry. Please don't cry. Teagan, can you help her? Okay, Teagan's gonna help. Okay, that's lovely. Can you feed her, shush her, and cuddle her? I mean, they have to have a first kiss again and everything. What did the game do? I don't know, but that's fine. I'm just going to go ahead and get them to have their first kiss all over again. You guys will get to witness this with me all over again. Aww. And there you have it. Since you didn't get to see that the first time around, now you guys get to witness them going through all of the first again, because the game has basically, I don't know what it has done, but they're actually engaged, but it's acting like they're not, so I don't understand. It literally says engaged, perceived as very attractive. Closer from happy memories and adoring. But they're going through all of this stuff. Ask Emmett on a date. Like, speaking of asking Emmett on a date, we actually are going to go on a date with Emmett. In this episode, we do want to ask Emmett on a date. So let's go ahead and do that. I did say that once the baby was here, we wanted these two to go out on their own so that they could spend a little bit of time together. So let's go ahead and have the sweet couple go ahead and go out, and we will leave them with their aunt and uncle to take care of Cassidy. So let's go ahead. We're gonna go out to the Gnome's Arm Bar. It's not far from the home. It's not anything super fancy, but it will get them out of the house where they can just spend some time one-on-one together, and hopefully we can just let them have a little bit of adult time together. Obviously, he has had a lot of tension, a lot of pressure, and we want him to be able to just relax with the love of his life. All right, now that we have arrived here at the bar, we are just going to go ahead and socialize with our date. So let's go ahead and go in here and just sit down together, and we can order drink for the group. Let's get us some, I don't know, we'll get us some barley wine ale. And we're going to socialize with our date. So they are just spending a little bit of time together. They are just, you know, talking about the teens. They're talking about their life together. They are obviously spending as much time as they can, just enjoying each other's company. It has been such a long time since they've been able to be out and, you know, one-on-one together. And so she's just like, I really appreciate the fact that we were able to come out together and just, you know, not have to worry about the kids, not have to worry about anything but just getting to spend time with one another. It's been so long since it's just been the two of us, and he's like, I agree. And, oh, they're so cute together. She's like, you know, it is so nice to just spend time with you, and it reminds me of when we were dating before I moved in, and before, you know, things got kind of crazy, and before Cassidy came along. And he's like, I agree. And she's like, you know, I really think that you and I have a really bright future together, and I know that I keep bringing up marriage, and I'm not trying to pressure you. I just want you to know that, you know, I understand what you were saying about our life already beginning, and I agree with you that our life has already began. I guess I just worry sometimes that you're going to not see it that way, and I don't know, I just think sometimes with us being married that makes it more permanent. He's like, yeah, but I don't see it that way, honey. I already think our life has began. You know, I moved you in because our life, it has began. When you moved in, our life began. And our life is a journey and an adventure already. He's like, and it's only going to get better. And I already have intentions, every intention of marrying you. It's just, I want it to be perfect, and I want that timing to be perfect. He's like, I would never ever sully your name by not doing right by you. And she's like, I know you wouldn't, Emmett. Like, I think that, you know, you're a stand-up person, and you're a very, you know, good guy. And I know that your parents raised you better than that. And he's like, well, I really appreciate that you know that, you know, because there are a lot of guys that, you know, wouldn't do right by someone, and I'm not one of those guys. And she's like, no, I totally know that. So, you know, they are really having a good time, you know, kind of clearing the air and just telling each other how they feel and where they stand, and getting all of these things that I guess she was really worried about kind of off of her mind, and he's kind of able to explain where he's coming from, because maybe she didn't understand it all that much, all that well, and so he's able to kind of just tell her, like, look, like, that's not at all what it is. Like, whatever it is that your head's telling you, it has nothing to do with the fact that I don't want to marry you, and everything to do with the fact that timing is everything. And I just want it to be perfect, because I feel like you deserve the best. So we're just going to get them to have themselves a deep conversation here, and then we're going to become best friends with him, because they are best friends. And Emmett has been best friends with her for a long time, but we're going to make them best friends again. Because it has seemed to, you know, erase their history.
Ha! Kipoy iba.
He's like, well, can we do that after I go to the bathroom? Yeah, Emmett, totally. We can totally do that after you go to the bathroom. Don't worry. So he is just going to come back downstairs here, and they're going to go ahead and become best friends. They're going to have themselves a really deep conversation. Not that they haven't already been having some pretty deep conversations here, kind of, that I feel like. But the game wants them to have some more deep conversations, so we're going to have some deep conversation here, if I can find that option.
Jessene Clonkas Rabana.
Ah, Floopy.
Philbar.
Oh, and Fora.
Ah. Squarble Tarbahe Farbina.
Lisserac.
Orbitak.
Oh, Avine.
Etzna.
He is in a very happy mood, as you can see. I think both of them are quite happy. They are in a really good place, and you know, this date has been really, really good for them.
Abota. Kena. Kenadi. Dag dag.
And we have gotten gold on this date, and this date is just about over, so we are going to go ahead and head them home so that they can get themselves ready for bed and for tomorrow. Tomorrow is a school day for our teens, as well as our birthday for our newborn baby who is aging up to a toddler. And so it is a full day tomorrow. So let's go ahead and head our parents here home so that they can get themselves rested up for their big day tomorrow of celebrating their daughter's birthday, because she will be aging up. And I can't believe that it's already time for Cassidy to age up to a toddler, but time sure does fly when you're having fun. Says, Xavier never knows what is lurking in the dark. Darkness is nothing but a veil to hide the most gruesome and terrifying creatures of the night. He feels like they could pop out at any moment, and lately this man named Vlad keeps calling. Okay, so Vlad keeps calling, and Xavier is really, really scared about that. And he has a looming dread. That dreadful feeling looms over Xavier as he discovers something new about himself, a fear that wasn't there before, growing inside, ready to overcome Xavier into paralysis at any moment. So on top of the fear of being scared of thunderstorms, he's also scared of that, looming dread that he has. And then we have a scared Teagan as well. We have a very flirty Emmett who needs to get inside away from the storm here. And he needs to get himself something to eat. And he needs to get him a shower. And he needs to get himself to bed. So please, sir, get off your phone. I demand it. And Evie, honey, go get yourself something to eat and something to bed as well. And Xavier, dear, let's go ahead and calm you down. It is really going to be okay, I promise. We are going to calm you down. We really are. Can you please just hide under the covers? Maybe it will calm you a little bit. We are going to be going to school with Xavier tomorrow, and hopefully he's going to be able to get some leeway and some headway here with his crush, Rebecca. I am really hoping that's going to take place. Are you hiding as well? Yes, you are. Everybody's hiding under the covers. The poor dears are just so just deeply, deeply scared right now.
Gora! Gora!
Go ahead and use the washroom. And then I really wish you would go to bed, but I don't know if you can sleep. Can you try to get a little bit of sleep? He's like, no, I can't. I don't think either one of them are going to be able to sleep. Okay, everyone does seem to be asleep. I will catch back with you guys when they wake. Xavier woke in a cold sweat from having a nightmare about having a nightmare. Oh, come on. Oh my goodness. Xavier, what are you like? Honestly, what are you like? Evie is going to get herself something to eat, and I am going to get Emmett up to get himself something to eat as well. Go ahead and get that washed, and then you can come in here and get yourself some food. And little Cassidy is just being a good little girl. She is so happy. We love it. I say that, and then she's probably going to start screaming her bloody head off. But for right now, she's a happy girl. So we love that. Can you please get in here and get you some leftovers? Look, fettuccine Alfredo it is. And also, we are going to be getting our lovely Mr. Emmett a job in this episode. Because he has not had a job as of yet, but he does need to get one. Why do you not ever eat? I ask you to eat and you just ignore me. Alright, and I am actually going to be enrolling Emmett in the education career. So I have decided that he wants to be a teacher. He is actually really, really good with kids, and he's decided that since he is working with his younger siblings and he has now his own child, he's realized that he has a love for helping younger children and he wants to go into the education career. So he is going to actually become a teacher. So we're going to enroll him in the education career, and so he is going to go ahead and start that. So he is getting into the education career, and then he obviously will go ahead and continue on this path of loving gardening, but his new focus is going to be teaching. And will that be awkward for his siblings? Maybe, but he has learned that he really, really does like helping children, and so teaching is the way he wants to go. So we've got 2 different types of soup in the fridge now on top of some fettuccine Alfredo, which is fantastic news. The children do have to be to school in several hours time, 3 hours to be exact. And as you can see, everyone's starting to come outside. We're going to go ahead and sell all of the things that need to be sold. Emmett is just up here creating a lesson plan for his job. And Evie here, what do you need to do? You need to practice for work. So go ahead and come over here and practice, love. What's up with you, Xavier? You're just watching? He's just watching her play the guitar. You're supposed to be outside helping with the selling of all of the goods. Why are you not helping? Go sell all with your sister. He's like, I am exhausted and scared. I don't care. You are fine and nothing's gonna harm you, but your sister is out here doing this all by herself. Okay, and Emmett is being treated for his UTI and he's on day 4. He's under treatment for urinary tract infection. Symptoms are still there, but not as bad as before. And he is hungover from drinking. Oh dear. Maybe that final drink last night was unnecessary. And he's also desperate for fun. Yeah, I know, Emmett. I know. You need to do something fun. Select which students to follow. We are going to follow Xavier today, and we have arrived here at school. We are just going to see if we can try to find Rebecca, because as we know, he has himself a bit of a crush on Rebecca, and so the only thing we need is morning free time does end on, let's go ahead and do a funny introduction.
Malspec mabsi vombo.
Oh, they don't seem to get on. Let's go ahead and come in and we can do a friendly introduction, maybe with some of our students here, and maybe we can find someone that we can be friends with. But I do know, as of right now, he does have a bit of a crush on Rebecca, but that could change. So we're just going to go ahead and get him to say hello and meet some people here at school. And go ahead and get yourself to class there, Xavier. says, eyes. There are ugly Sims and then there are utterly repulsive Sims. Unfortunately, Xavier's eyes were bombarded by the sight of a Sim that they find particularly abhorrent. It would be best to look away. Otherwise, Xavier might end up feeling truly ill. Xavier, that is not very nice.
Almost. Sycophoof. Wanafaj like blow far balafoy. Aragaba. Yemful.
Get your butt to class, you're late. And I don't see Rebecca. So he perceives Brooke as unattractive. He perceives Molly as very unattractive. And he perceives DeAndre as unattractive. So it was Molly that he was talking about. That was abhorrent to his eyes. So it says, the announcements methodically droned on and on, repetitive and unimportant to anyone listening. One student even dozed off. Okay, let's go ahead and you can come out here, go and claim a locker, get yourself something to eat. Order food, fried chicken slider. There's Rebecca.
Ooh, Yanabi, you're blick on Chibi Gurgadon, huh?
Lanuba, Siglef,
So,
Clark,
Primo, Dumba, Lebajas, Rinka? Yeah.
Vidish? Abnor. Chibi. Oh. Sposhim Splumby.
Bossamo.
Oh,
Shibbin me plug.
Ooh.
So let's go ahead and try to make friends with
Yeah,
Rebecca.
Bethate. Mona Corbo.
Markley,
Huh?
Flinch, Hinchi, Lanuba, Harfsa.
Eat your chicken sliders.
Lamont. Kobe.
Yabasani. Fine. Jabini Noy Biyarmish. Bavosi.
Zarb.
Zal.
What does it say about her now? Now he thinks she's unattractive. So he liked her before and now he doesn't like her. Well, that is news. So I wonder who he finds attractive now if he doesn't find any of them attractive. You are being so very difficult. And now he is going to head off to his next class. He is no longer attracted to Rebecca, and it doesn't seem that he's actually attracted to anyone any longer. So now he's just, you know, in class, going and having his last class of the day. It does look like this is his science, it looks like.
Bim.
So he is in science class for the next 40 minutes, taking his class notes, learning as much as he can. He has made some friends, but it isn't at all what he expected because he is no longer into Rebecca like he thought he was, and his feelings have changed, and I'm not exactly sure what changed his mind about her, but now he no longer finds her as attractive as he used to. So yeah, he's decided that maybe she's not as pretty as he once thought she was. Teagan is done with school for the day, and she got a B. And let's look at his end of the school report here. The teachers have collected homework and dismissed their students. Some Sims are still hanging around, but everyone is free to head home. After noting how students performed on their homework and in class, here's how everyone did. Xavier turned in some good work and took some good notes today. Okay, well that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and send him home. And we are back home, and as you can see, Emmett is very, very angry. It says he's losing control. That's it. Emmett has had enough of that nagging feeling telling him to do this or that. Either he gets his way or nothing at all. So he is feeling really, really angry. I'm not exactly sure why. It looks like he's also going through Teagan's things. So there's that. I am actually going to go ahead and get Evie to come on up here. We're going to age up little Miss Cassidy and give her her toddler makeover. And then we will be wrapping up this episode after we do that. So let's go ahead and just come up here and do that aging up. It looks like Evie is also wanting to chat with Emmett, and she's also getting ready for some new work challenges. And Ray has sent us some birthday gifts, which is lovely. Let's go ahead and randomize for 1, 2, and 3, and we got inquisitive and wild as our traits. So it says she is spirited and full of energy. These toddlers love to explore and get energized. They earn movement skills slightly faster. They get sad if they haven't been outside in a while. And inquisitive, curious explorers. These toddlers gain thinking skills slightly faster. They are happiest when learning something and sad if they haven't learned anything lately. So that is exciting for us. And let's go ahead and hop into Cass so I can give her her makeover, and I will show you what she looks like afterwards. This is what they have given her pre-makeover, but let me go ahead and give her her makeover and I will be right back. Okay, here we have Cassidy Carver after her makeover, and this is what she has turned out to look like. I think she is such a doll baby. And let's go through her outfits. This is her everyday wear here. And for her formal, and her sleep, and her party outfit, and her swimwear, and her hot weather, and her cold weather. Let's go ahead and jump back in the game here so we can see her in live mode. Okay, so here she is in the live mode, and I am gonna have to go ahead and get her nursery set up for her, obviously. But I am going to go ahead and leave this here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you are notified when new episodes go live on the channel. But until the next time, I am going to go ahead and fly for now. Bye, Ravens.